Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the MF Mayor, and welcome to the Straight Outta Fort Pierce Talk Show.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce. Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce. Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of the Fort. Straight out of Fort Pierce. Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce. Straight out of Fort Pierce. Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight out of Fort Pierce.
Straight from Fort Pierce.
Straight out of 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 Fort Pierce. Straight out of Fort Pierce.
For my city, you know I keep it real with them niggas riding with me. Yeah, I'm straight up from the hood, and I do it for the gutter. If you represent the hood, put your hands up in the sky. If you represent my hood, and I do it for my city, you know I keep it real with them niggas riding with me. Yeah, I'm straight up from the hood, and I do it for the gutter. If you represent the hood, put your hands up in the sky. If you with me,
I'm from a place that they call loose county. Hoes get loose and the niggas be bowdy. You better tote that heat or you better have some bounty. But if you ain't getting money, you can get the fuck from round me. All American, raised by a Zoe. My stepdaddy Paul, jump fresh off the boat. Tighten up, nigga, act like you know. We don't bust back because we shoot first. 772 had the young nigga wildin'. Up in Club Crunk, whole city in the clownin'. See full of sex, out of towners go to drowning. Be the only thing sounding. Damn, shit didn't got real. Fuck calling the law, cause the law gets you killed. Silly me, it almost slipped my mind to tell ya. I'm cause I can, aka the motherfucking mayor.
and I do it for my city. You know I keep it real with them niggas riding with me. Yeah, I'm straight up from the hood, and I do it for the gutter. If you represent the hood, put your hands up in the sky. If you represent my hood, and I do it for my city. You know I keep it real with them niggas riding with me. Yeah, I'm straight up from the hood, and I do it for the gutter. If you represent the hood, put your hands up in the sky. If you with me.
We're here, we're giving the people of Fort Pierce a voice. You get what I'm saying? We're giving the people of Fort Pierce a voice. Like, a lot of times you hear about Fort Pierce on the news. We're number 2 in the state of Florida, most dangerous places to live, number 30-something in America. But let me show you what Fort Pierce has meant to me and the people here. We got some amazing interviews coming from some amazing people. Just stick around. Turn up, turn up, turn up. Straight out of Fort Pierce. And today we have an exclusive Straight Out of Fort Pierce interview where you're only going to hear it right here. The same person that gave us Miss Black and Mild. Yeah, Baller Tuesdays himself. Busted Wide Open Wednesdays. Like, the list goes on and on. We're sitting here, either you love him or hate him. Today we have the legendary, the one and only, the real DippCityFilmz. Welcome to Straight Out of Fort Pierce. We've been waiting on this interview for a little minute now.
Right.
Shout out Platinum Visions. Let's jump right into it.
Right.
Who is the real DippCityFilmz?
Well, you know, for me to explain the real DippCityFilmz, I got to tell you who DippCityFilmz. I got to start from DippCityFilmz.
Okay, before you get into the real DippCityFilmz.
Before I get to the real DippCityFilmz, because before it was the real DippCityFilmz, it was DippCityFilmz.
Yes, DippCityFilmz.
You feel me? And DippCityFilmz started in 2004. You feel me? When I had first came down here from Rochester, New York. You feel me? Was a teenager. Actually, I came in 1999, but I had been developing because I was a teenager when I first came to the 772.
So wait, you're not from Florida?
Nah, I'm originally from Rochester.
So you was born and raised in Rochester, New York?
Well, I was born, I left Rochester when I was 17, and I came down here, you feel me?
So you was born and raised in Rochester, New York. If you're 17, you're pretty much the person that you're going to become.
Well, nah, actually, when I left there, you know, I was I was in the streets, man. You know, to be honest with you, to tell the truth, when I had left Rochester when I was 17, I was actually running from the law. You feel me? So, and I came down here on that type of vibe. You feel me? So I was on another lane.
Is this a no holds barred interview, or are we keeping this in the box?
Well, it's no holds barred, because you know I ain't really.
Can I ask you what you were running from the law for?
Actually, I had caught a sale charge.
Okay.
To be honest,
which is understandable. You get what I'm saying.
And I had, you know, I made moves. So at the same time, I eventually ended up going back and paying the price for it. They did catch up.
You handled that,
and I handled that in like 2003. You feel me? And I handled that, and then I came back to Florida in 2004.
Okay, before you go on, so we're going to start your story here in Florida. Let me ask this question. Do you regret coming to Florida? Before you tell the story, let me ask this question. Do you regret coming to Florida? Or would you change coming to Florida?
I hate the cold. I haven't been back. You feel me? Because I hate the cold.
Okay.
I love Florida.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't, you know, I can't do it. I just, you know, I love, you know, my people, because my nephews, my nieces, my aunts, my uncles, everybody up there, and I love everybody, but I don't love the cold.
I feel you.
You feel me? I love Florida.
So when you came to Florida, where did you come when you came to Florida?
I first came and I was in Sarasota and Bradenton, and I was over there in 1998 until 99, and then I came to Fort Pierce in 1999.
Okay. What was that like? Was this the first time you had been to Fort Pierce? What made you come to Fort Pierce?
My dad is a preacher. You feel me? My dad traveled everywhere doing revivals and stuff like that.
So you're a PK, you're a preacher's kid.
Yeah, I'm a preacher's kid.
They said those are the worst ones, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, but you know, my dad, he landed here doing the tent revival on Avenue D in 24th Street behind Cole's Restaurant, and ever since then, you know, he started the church here from the revival because it built up, and he moved here. So then I came from Sarasota, Bradenton area over here to the 772 in 1999 to the tent revival.
The 772 wants to know, and I'm sorry, the 772 wants to know, what happened with you and J-Dot?
Well, what happened with me and J-Dot is I had, after the Zen got closed down, after Wide Open Wednesday had shut down, I had took my company on the road and I started doing the club in Sugarcane and Palm Bay, and I was doing Club Nova and Coco. Well, you know, starting it up and everything. J-Dot hit me up and he had asked me could he come DJ, you know, he'd DJ and just come and show me what he could do and different things like that. I said, okay, J-Dot, come on. You feel me? He came on up there, did his thing, you feel me? And everything was everything. Then, you know, Tesoro ended up opening back up. I got him on a couple dates. Before Tesoro opened up, I had him on Wednesday over there with me at I took him to Why Not on Wednesday, right. And then like it was crazy because at the time it's like I know for a fact like him and DA ain't like each other. You feel me? You know, just from remarks that he made to me and then remarks that I've heard. You feel me? DA say. You feel me? And it's like damn, you know, y'all don't, you know, I know y'all don't really like each other. Then after I bring him there on the Wednesday night, next thing you know, him and DA doing the motherfucker, DA bringing them on a Sunday and shit. You feel me? And then next thing you know, after that, we supposed to go back to the club and do another Wednesday night at Why Not, and our Wednesday ended up getting cut off. And I don't know who told them not to do our Wednesday night, or who stopped them at Wednesday night, but I just know DA was there every Sunday night, and maybe it was a conflict of interest to his night, so our night ended up getting shut down. And then, so that's what it is. Like I ain't got no beef with DA. You know, like a lot of, we ain't friends either. You feel me? So, but like it is what it is. You feel me?
Okay, another polarizing character from the 772 that your name is closely linked with is Old City.
Let me just go back real quick to the J-Dot because I ain't even finished with J-Dot. I did the concert, so after all that shit, Tesoro opened back up. J Dot went, he got the Friday popping, and he had, as soon as he started off, like 2-3 weeks after he started off, I approached him about doing a concert there on the Friday. He told me, all right, Blake, I'll charge you $500 for me to DJ, and y'all can get the door. And it was me and Off Top Moses. So I said, all right, well, we're gonna get Rashida. Alright, well, whatever, you know, I don't really know about her, whatever. Alright, I'm like, alright, well, was she on Love and Hip Hop, all this and all that? So I told him to put the picture on his wall. He put the picture on his wall, got about 100, 200 likes in like an hour, 2 hours. So we called him back and tell him, alright, we about to go put the deposit down. He tell us, nah, I want to go in with y'all now. So now I went from us renting the club to now him seeing the response that I told him to put it on his page, and we went ahead and I said, fuck it. Off Top asked me, should we do it with him? I said, all right, let's do it with him. Fuck it. You feel me? So it was an Off Top broke his half off. You know, J Dot went and broke his half off, and we went, me just the middleman who put the whole shit together, went to the bank with both of them, and we deposited the money into the account. I deposited the money into the account, and then after I deposited the money they gave me into the account, then I gave J Dot the phone number, Rashida them phone number, because he didn't even have a contact on them until I gave it to him, until after the money was paid. You feel me? So after that, then we set up this event at motherfucking Tesoro, you feel me? I got a nigga out there passing out flyers, I designed the flyer, all different kinds of stuff, set up the event, and basically in so many words, the money ain't come up right. Shit got real. It wasn't right at it. I feel like I got fucked. They made niggas made thousands, and I made like a couple $100. You feel me? Like niggas tried me he tried me. You feel me? So that's how that shit motherfucking happened. And our beef, because when I approached him about the shit, he basically tried to make me seem like a fucking hater. You feel me? So that's how all that shit came about. I was pissed off about me not getting motherfucking paid right. But then it's like, damn, I'm the nigga that pretty much, like J Dot done even told me himself, damn man, when I was in school, man, I seen one of your commercials come across TV. Like, it's like, damn, niggas was in school watching me do my thing, and now niggas want to disrespect me.
Damn.
So my ego was offended. So that's when I motherfucking popped off on Facebook, you know, talking about how the nigga ripped the nigga off, and then people start calling me a hater and shit. I'm like, how am I hating on this dude? But because he was at the top of the market at the time, because I was going through hell with my court case and all that shit, and I wasn't doing no clubs, I was considered the hater at the time. You feel me? So he ran with that card, and a lot of people ran with that card. Oh, hater, and oh, broke this, broke that, all this old bullshit.
Okay, as of right now, because I don't like...
I'm cool. Right now, J Dot, I don't fuck with him, but I fuck with him because at the same time he went through a lot of shit that I went through, and I ain't got no beef with him. He came and paid $10 to get in that Baller Tuesday. I respect that man for that shit, man. He supported Yerb. I ain't got no beef with that man.
Okay, moving right along. Like I said, another polarizing character that you're closely linked in with, that is another like figure of the 772 is O City. Tell me about how you guys met and how that story played out.
I used to help. I helped them boys. I helped them when it was SDS. When it was SDS.
Who was SDS?
That's the Sean and him and O City. Okay. You feel me? When it was one boss and all of them was, kind of like a unit. You feel me? At the, was and wasn't. But then, like I said, motherfucking O City. You feel me? I played the niggas' music on the radio. I helped them out, promoting them on Busted Wide Open Wednesday. They help promote. You feel me? I used to shoot the niggas a couple dollars to come to motherfucking Wide Open Wednesday and shit. You feel me? All that there type of shit. And then one day we got into a little beef on the motherfucking internet. Like, I don't know what it was about.
Was it on Facebook?
It was on Facebook. And then he ran up, he came to the store and shit. You feel me? And got the business. And yeah, that probably was about it, man. And then, after our brawl, you feel me? After the brawl and shit, I talked to him probably about a few months after that, a year after that or whatever. We squashed the beef and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, when me and J Dot was going through, I'm gonna go start that. I'm at a gas station one day in Fort Pierce, and I see O City and his girlfriend pull up in the car, but I see the car somebody's flat with a camera taking a picture of me, and I'm like, man, who the fuck is this taking a picture of me?
Walk your ass in the Taylor Creek, nigga.
Turn
It's
sound
the
production.
motherfucking mayor.
Money dance, did it by, hit a lid, make a drive. Broke niggas hate, but they bitches jock. I get that neck from your girl before I hit the cloud. Money dance, did it by, hit a lid, make a drive. Broke niggas hate, but they bitches jock. I get that neck from your girl before I hit the cloud. 7-7 Deuce, it's the motherfucking mayor. You're currently cuffing, but I've already slayed her. I'm so on right now, and I'll be so on later. Yeah, the bitch was bad, but let me find out that you paid her. Stealing from your baby mama just so you can cater. Bitch, get off your ass and get some motherfucking paper. See, I'm about that heat, you still hollering about the Lakers. This Florida till I die, it can go down out later. But until it does, I'm be fucked up in the club. I'm be taking shots of vodka, smoking big blunts of drugs. Man, we fucking up they furniture. We don't give a fuck, cause all my niggas clutch. So, I money dance, I did it bop. Once I hit that lick, I go and make the drop. I know these niggas hate, they know they bitches jock. Slap it, top it from your wife, wash your straddles car. Money dance, did it bop. Hit a lid, make a drive. Broke niggas hate, but they bitches jock. I get that neck from your girl before I hit the cloud. Money dance, did it bop. Hit a lid, make a drive. Broke niggas hate, but they bitches jock. I get that neck from your girl before I hit the cloud.
We gonna see what this nigga gonna do with this picture. So I was waiting on the picture to come out. Me and J Dot got into it again because the Jim Jones concert, the Trina concert, Trina ain't showing something, whatever, and he sent J Dot the picture because I was talking shit about people need to get their money back. So Old City sent the picture of me sitting at the store making some money to J Dot, and they basically tried to clown me like, oh, this nigga broke because he's sitting at the store and he's selling pocketbooks, this, that, and third. But I wasn't selling pocketbooks, but I'm just saying I was making money. And so I'm like, damn, I inboxed Old City like, what's up, bro? You feel me? Like, why you? I knew that was you that sent the nigga the picture, bro. I seen you when you was in the car. Oh man, bro, he brushed me off like, man, ain't nothing, whatever. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I see the triple G's or whatever the fuck, blast off with some big ass, oh fuck DeBlake, oh blah 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 blah, all this old crazy shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't talked to them. One of these niggas, when did they enter this shit? When they got off in this?
Where are they from?
Avalon from New York. Yeah, his the Frankie J from New York. I know them niggas from way back too.
So what was their beef with you?
They beef with me is I don't even fucking know. You feel me? J Dot had told me like a minute ago that Avalon told people that told him that I owe them some money or some shit like that. But then when I asked Avalon about it, Avalon ain't even replied to my message on Facebook when I told him J Dot said because I ain't never take no money from Avalon now. It was just like, man, when people start hating and it become a bandwagon thing, everybody want to jump onto that bandwagon. And because I didn't have, I came down here and I didn't have really like family in the area and different people to hit a nigga in their shit when they running their mouth about me. And when people got a whiff of that,
well, they just ran with it.
They just are, a lot of people ran with it as a form of entertainment. A form of fucking entertainment. Let's bully this motherfucker. But it wasn't no bully shit because when I'm out here in the streets, ain't nobody gonna bully me, ain't nobody looking at me sideways and nothing. You feel me? I was at the club for them couple weeks, the Ball of Tuesday, and ain't nobody give me look at me sideways.
So it's like internet bullying, cyber.
And that's not internet; it's more street gossip in it, and rumors and slander.
And gossips. It's just rumors and gossip.
You feel me? And only 772.
Okay. So
when I go everywhere else, they love me.
They love you. Okay. So
and everywhere else that's looking at this video, I love y'all too because y'all fuck with me, dog. You feel me? And everybody in the 772 that showed me love like a motherfucker, dog. I fuck with y'all, dog, because y'all all ain't like that. But it's majority of you motherfuckers.
Okay, switching gears. Speaking on the 772, if you had the opportunity to speak candidly, openly to the people of this city, to the people of this area, what do you have to say to them?
Well, only thing I would have to say to them, to be honest with you, is, man, we gotta motherfucker stop killing each other, number one, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes.
Rest in peace to J Polo, rest in peace to Red Rooster, rest in peace to Jay Burner, rest in peace to motherfucking Leon, rest in peace to motherfucking Michaela, rest in peace to, man, and this shit, man, I could be resting in peace and all day,
all
dog.
day.
Fort Pierce need to stop that.
Ski, yeah, what's up? It's your boy, the motherfucking mayor, straight out of Fort Pierce. Shout out Platinum Visions. Right now I'm here with your girl, Luscious, and if you peep that bad black baby in the background, that's the boss. Hey, you ain't gotta get in camera, just walk back past us. Please just walk back past us. Yes, sir, I gotta hit the banking head bounce while she walk past. Straight out of Fort Pierce. Yes, sir. Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Can I see the ribbon? Yes, you can see. Yeah?
Okay, so tell me the story of Baller Tuesdays from start to finish. You reached out to me and asked me to perform that night, so I know from the first night.
I'm gonna tell you, shouts out to Shanteria because number one, shout out to Shanteria, shout out to DJ Too Sweet, shouts out to Free Willy, shouts out to you, my brother, shouts out to DJ Turn Up, shouts out to the Hit Factory DJs, DJ Free Willy, I think I already said that. And everybody, man, because they kicked off Baller Tuesdays. They were Baller Tuesdays, and I just came up with the idea, you know, but it was a team effort in the way that we launched Baller Tuesdays. Shout out to Super from Gifford, you feel me? He helped, man, and he supported the movement, man. Shouts out to everybody in the community because it was a community effort, Baller Tuesdays.
Shout out to Nacho and his homeboy that used to always sneak in the club. Shout out. Because there was this one guy that would always try to sneak in the club, and you can't even be mad at him because he fucked with Baller Tuesdays. At the end of the day, however you looked at it, he used to want to be in the club so bad that he was willing to get kicked out of the club and forced to pay each night that he would try to sneak in there. So shout out to him. I used to be so upset with you, but now that the story has ran its course, you my nigga, dog. So
right.
Tell me that did I understand from Baller Tuesdays, it gave birth to the infamous, the viral, the Miss Black and Mild.
Exactly. And how that came about is shouts out to uncut photos. You feel me? My dog Rick Banner, 11th Street and Avenue D. You feel me? Taking photos. But what happened is, you know, Miss Black and Mild, you know, she went and did her own thing. You know, paid to get in the club. She paid for her own photos, her first photos, and Rick Banner, you know, he went on ahead and shot her, did her photos, man, some excellent photos, and the photos and the whole photo album went viral all over Florida from his page with people
all over America,
right, and talking about you know, laughing and joking and just making up all kind of jokes about Miss Black and Mild. Miss Black and Mild blew up, but Miss Black and Mild was just her. She was just a picture floating around the internet. Who is that? And I know the actual person, you know, so what I did is, you know, approached her and I let her know that I was gonna do a party and have her to host it, and I came up with the name Miss Black and Mild because everybody was joking on her Black and Mild that she was smoking in the first photo shoot that was burnt out. So that gave me the idea to name her Miss Black and Mild. So I put the photo booth badge together and put Miss Black and Mild photo booth badge, and that was the first photo booth badge that went viral and went world star hip hop. But I paid for those photos at that point in time because I had took over the situation. So the second photo shoot on out is Pluto Promotion. We've been paying for everything, you know. We pay to get her out of town, you know. We pay the promoter, you know, and we make sure she get paid as well. So and she's happy.
Yes, and I want to touch on
Miss Black and Mild.
Touch on that briefly to all the naysayers, because You feel me? I'm straight out of Fort Pierce, so I hear everything. A lot of people look at the situation like you're taking advantage of a person that has went viral because of something negative. What do you have to say to those people?
Well, it's just sad that a lot of people, was so angry at first. Now people are coming around because they're seeing what I was seeing. A lot of times people are mad and angry at things they don't understand. Like, they didn't have the understanding at first that she was okay with everything. First people thought that she wasn't okay with everything. Now they see that she's okay with everything. And, people's perception is changing. And some people, like I said, for their own personal agendas, they came up with these things and they spreaded them in order to empower their personal agendas because of, it's just like this right here. When you in a certain market and you reach the top of a certain market, you're going to become a pinata to everybody in that market.
Yes, sir.
Now everybody wants to take a shot at you now because you're at the top. And so me reaching the top of the market in so many different times, even now with the Pluto promotion, the Baller Tuesday, and the blowing up of Miss Black and Mild all over the Florida and the country through World Star and the Shade Room and
Twitter,
and so therefore we reached the top again, and reaching the top again, we became a pinata again. So I shut down the Baller Tuesdays as a result of that because Miss Black and Mild, I figured to put so much energy into that to take off a fresh movement. So we shut that down because one thing I don't like to deal with is negativity. And me myself personally, I feel like I haven't done anything wrong to anybody who form these negative opinions about me and my business. So me being a Bible believing person, the Bible says if they don't receive you, shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving. So now that's what we doing.
Okay. Now I'm not sure if you heard this one, but what do you have to say to the people? A lot of people think that, okay, are you and Miss Black and Mild an item?
An item?
Yes. Like, do you guys go together?
No, I actually haven't heard that one yet.
You haven't heard that one? Everybody in the area is saying that, but okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, right, one thing about me is I believe in doing business.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Of course, I know this.
And just like I told Miss Black and Mild, this is business. So we got an understanding that this is business. You can't have a successful business sleeping with the employees.
Mm-hmm. Can't have one at all. Okay.
So that basically, that X out anything with me sleeping with Miss or having any kind of relationship other than business.
Yes, I do. I like to give people an opportunity to address everything.
Right, for sure.
So okay, moving right along. I'm gonna touch on this briefly. Pluto promotion. Tell us about that.
Well, Pluto promotion came at January in 2016. Pluto promotion launched off the new marketing and promotion company. I had to revamp things. You feel me? I've been in the business a long time, so being in the business a long time, carrying the same brand a long time, you pick up a lot of baggage.
Yeah, you do.
Over a period of time. So G Wood was just baggaged out. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I put G Wood through a lot. You feel me? From city to city, state to state, G Wood, I put it through a lot. You feel me? So it just was a time to pretty much let G Wood rest, man, and start up Pluto promotion. So that's what we did, and we jumped off into the club promotion realm, and then now we've opened up the management department, and and we expanded into touring and a bunch of different things now from the club promotion. Over a 4-month period of time of the launch of Pluto promotion, we were able to take off locally into the region. And go ahead.
I understand who Pluto the Promoter is, but for somebody that has not worked with you or has worked with the Pluto promo team, explain to Fort Pierce who Pluto the Promoter is.
Well, Pluto the Promoter. Well, you know, basically, Pluto the Promoter, I run the Pluto Promoter page, you feel me? And just like DBlake, just like the real DBlake, is just like Pluto the Promoter. Everybody got their role to play, you feel me? Every alter ego or whatever has its position. DBlake, I did a lot of, you know, DBlake did a lot of DJing and hosting mixtapes and helping artists get their music broke and different things like that. The real DBlake jumped off in 2014 as an artist and a realist. An individual that's gonna tell you what the real deal is and also put it in some lyrics and also make some real good music, the real DBlake. Pluto the Promoter came into existence in 2016. Pluto Promoter is a motherfucking club promoter. Pluto Promoter, he's a beast, you feel me? Because Pluto Promoter, he has the elements of DBlake and the real DBlake. You feel me? And he is Pluto the Promoter, so he got the best of the DBlake and the real DBlake. So that's who Pluto the Promoter is, the other alter ego. You feel me? So if that explains it.
Yes, I think that brings a lot of light to the situation. Okay, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. You spoke about how you've had your name.
You feel me? I gotta give a shout out to Larry Love. You feel me? Rochester. You know, that was kind of like a street thing. You feel me? Some street dudes from Rochester. They was, you feel me? A lot of them did prison time, and you know, a lot of them was on some gangster type situation. But Larry Love, which was like my cousin, you feel me? He jumped off into the entertainment thing, and that when I went back up there, that inspired me because I seen how big he was doing it locally. So I turned the G Wood thing into an entertainment.
What does the G stand for?
Well, like I said, it was something in the hood, but I turned it into something in the entertainment business, you feel me? So, you know, it's just like the name Zoes, and then somebody put Zoe Entertainment. You know, it was G Wood, then they was repping the G Wood, and I just put the G Wood Entertainment and hit it from and left there, and it came here, and then that brand birthed, and then from that brand came the G Wood radio show on 91.1 that we was on there for about 5 years. We came on right before Jumpin' Joe took off and went right like 3 or 4 months before Joe left and went to 104.7 The Flame is when the G Wood radio show started. We was on there with Troy to the Vent Slip and Slide radio show. We opened up the G Wood store that was on Avenue M and 25th Street, you feel me? We did G Wood Wide Open Wednesday, which was a huge night in the city that brought the city back from clubbing down south, you know, because Dooley had got killed at BJ's, and when Dooley got killed, people stopped going to the club.
Yeah, before we touch on BJ's, what happened to the store on 25th?
The store on 25th, the police ran down on the store. You know, we was doing good or whatever. Police ran down on the store, and it wind up into a court case that I had to go to. I had to fight for my freedom for about almost 2 years. And I end up, you know, overcoming the situation positively with the charges being pretty much wiped out. So it was a blessing, but the store pretty much came to an end when Baldwin, you know, wrote a letter to Zach, which was the landlord, and told him that I was a nuisance. And I never met this man. I never got a felony in my life, but Chief Baldwin said I was a nuisance at the time. So he wrote a letter in an attempt to have me forced away from the store, and so the police department basically forced us away from the G Wood store. Yeah, basically.
Okay, switching gears real quick. When Dooley died, what did that do to BJ's?
What happened? It hurt him because at that time BJ's only had a Thursday night, that karaoke that Keisha had popping there. But even the death of Dooley affected that, and it was just horrible. You know, where the 772 was all saying, you know, fuck BJ's. We ain't going to BJ's. You know, and at the time, we started Wide Open Wednesday, and we had the G-Wood store, and we had relationships.
And the Barbies, you can't say G-Wood without talking about.
Well, eventually they came along, but they didn't have nothing to do with the birth of G-Wood.
G-Wood, they had nothing to do with the birth of G-Wood?
They didn't have nothing to do with the birth of Wide Open Wednesday.
Okay, gotcha.
They eventually, I got them on board when Wide Open Wednesday was like slumping a little bit, so I just wanted to try a little something new. And I brought them aboard, you feel me, and then we went to another level for about a few months, you know, before we shut it down. But touching back to that Wide Open Wednesday, when we was passing out flyers, people were saying they wasn't going back to BJ's. We ain't going back there, man, this thing, fuck that club, all this like. And we used our relationships, you know, and Rabbit Magnino, shout out to Rabbit Magnino and VSMC, they helped us get people back to the club. You know, at the time, SDS, they helped us get people back to the club. One Boss, he helped us get people back to the club. So this was the
round they eat you with your legs up era.
Yeah, eat you with your legs up. Free One Boss too, and shouts out to that boy One Boss, but he helped us, you feel me? And so that was the movement at the time that brought Wide Open Wednesdays, you know, back where, you know, brought the city back from partying down south, and then at the time, BJ was trying to sell the club. You feel me? And we was trying to figure out a lot of different ways to revamp the BJ's movement and get people back to the club. So BJ, you know, he was asking and then trying to, you know, so a few of us, you know, including myself, gave the suggestion of a name change. Well, man, the name need to change. I know, you know, DA, I know Free Willy, I know a few people myself who was suggesting to BJ to change the name, that he need to change the name. But it was at our Wide Open Wednesday night that the decision got made.
Oh, so it was actually on a night?
No, I don't know if it was actually on that exact night. Actually, yes, it was, because when I went in the office and we was counting the money, that's when he told me he put in and he got the name changed. You feel me? But Wide Open Wednesday, we played a part because we gave hope.
Yeah, okay, hope. So there's still, people will still come to this club.
They were still coming back, and like at the time the suggestion was like, look, we need to remodel, we need to remodel, that's what I suggested to BJ, and we had put the screen up there, that's how the screen got there. The first pole that ever got put in Queen of Diamonds was my pole that I paid for, we paid for out of our pocket. You feel me? And put the pole up and everything, and then so you know, we made G-Wood made the suggestions, and then you know the new birth came. You feel me? And then you know other stuff started happening.
Okay, so here's a question, and I'm sure it's not only me that would like to know this. Why QOD? Who chose that name, and what does that signify? Like
BJ chose that name. Yeah, BJ chose his own name. Shouts out to Mr. BJ. You know, one of the only club owners that really gave me a chance. You feel me? And I ain't gonna never have nothing bad to say about BJ.
Amen.
You know, I don't care what nobody say about BJ. You feel me? BJ ain't never did me wrong. You feel me? Anytime I ever came to him or asked him for something or idea, he'd give me a chance. You feel me? So I gotta give a shout out to BJ for sure.
Shout out to BJ, shout out to BJ.
Yeah, what's up? It's the motherfucking mayor. And let me just start by saying that great minds do think alike, but sometimes they think for themselves and sometimes they don't agree. And I am here with Buffy Tokyo Cupcake from Facebook. What's good, Buffy?
Nothing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let me ask you a few questions. When somebody says the word Fort Pierce, what comes to mind?
Yeah. I can't even tell you. The shit crazy.
Shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, okay. One more question. Okay, if there's one thing you could change about Fort Pierce, what would it be?
The crime.
Okay, but one thing you'd keep the same would be what?
The hood.
Yes, because the hood does turn the fuck up. The hood does turn the fuck up. Turn up, turn up, turn up. This is Buffy Tokyo Cupcake. Find her on Facebook. It's the motherfucking mayor. Shout out Platinum Visions. Straight out of fucking Fort Pierce. Turn up, turn up, turn up.
So, from that point, from 1999 when you were 19, when did you get your start in the promoting urban hip hop? Where did you get your start on the hip hop scene
For the 772.
Well, for the 772, I actually started because I was like, I was rapping. I started rapping, you know, because I was already doing that. And putting out little CDs and stuff around the city. I used to be walking on 25th Street in Orange selling CDs at the gas station Orange and 25th, selling CDs, and I got a little local name for that. And Ace, you know, from Ace Magazine had seen some flyers that I had posted up and hit me up like, hey man, what's up man, I see you doing your little thing. You know, why don't you come on down here and holler at me, you know, and at the time he had an office, and that's from 2004, he had an office in Stewart, so, you know, I ended up going down there to, you know, getting, you know, having a little meeting with him, and, you know, he put, you know, I, you know, broke him off, whatever, you know, did.
What was that meeting was about? Like, what was that meeting about?
That meeting was basically about what he could do for my career at the time.
Okay, and what did he do for your career?
You know, he gave me, you know, a good price, you know, to get in his magazine and to get on the show.
So he delivered?
Yes, he actually definitely delivered. But what had happened was he got me a real big buzz from getting in his magazine, and he had flyers and put me out and stuff, kind of, you know, popped me off. But I ended up going to jail on a warrant from Polk County right before the show popped off.
Oh shit.
You feel me?
So was this supposed to be your first show?
This was my first show in the 772.
Okay, and where was it supposed to be at?
At Club Diamond. He had
was it Classic Weekend?
No, it was actually a long time ago. What they said 2004, 2005. So
when the Classic Battle of the Bands were probably Club Diamonds on US 1.
Yeah, US 1. I don't know if I doubt if it was around that time, but I know you had Tampa Tony, BMF.
Then it was probably not Classic Weekend, Battle of the Bands weekend. It was probably a major weekend if he's bringing all these people down.
I don't know, man. You know, at the time Ace was like creating stuff around here, so I think it was actually like a weekend worth of stuff that was going on.
Bingo, and this is what I'm saying, because Club Diamonds wouldn't be open until a bunch of stuff was going on. So
right.
I was around this time. I was in high school. So when all this was popping off, it's like, okay, I know where there was cracking. So when you say Club Diamonds, I know this place isn't going to be open unless it's a weekend worth of festivities going on.
Well, yeah, they used to do, you know, Haitian events. Shout out to Joe from, you know, and you know, so that type of stuff right there. So I got locked up in Polk County, missed the show. You feel me? Ended up getting 60 days over there in Polk County for violation of probation. You feel me? For some other stuff, you feel me? And then, so I jumped out, you feel me? Got back on the grind in Fort Pierce, selling my CDs in the streets. And, you know, what I did is at that time, you know, I was having, you know, I got into some other stuff. I was having a daughter, so you know, I needed to make some money. And, you know, I was here when Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Francis came through, tore up Hurricane Jean and Francis. They tore up Fort Pierce. You know, I was in the shelter. I went to the shelter with everybody else in Westwood. Actually, was that Westwood? Yeah, we was at Westwood. You feel me? Then they I think the next one came through, and I was at Central when the roof got tore off of the old Central. So I've been around, you know, the 772 doing this for a minute, but then I started doing club promotion at Club Diamond at the time because I was trying to figure out a way to make money. I had a daughter coming in the world, so
you needed that cash.
So I kind of jumped into that right there, and I would pass out flyers, you know, and try to get my thing going back in about 2004.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
How
This
about
don't mean anything.
looking good, going out in fucking tees? Yeah, I'll show you that ass back here. But guess what? You ain't getting no pussy, nigga. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, how good you look, nigga. If I'm gonna get this pussy, I'm gonna give it to you because I want to give it to you. Other than that, if I don't want to give it to you, you's a hot ass nigga. On to the next bitch.
So, Bim, the name changes. G Wood Byrie, with your assist, comes through and saves the day for BJ's Wide Open Wednesdays. Okay, when that fizzled down, was that your last dealing with 25th and Juanita?
But when that fizzled down, that's when the store got hit by the police, and my partner, man, Yada, shouts out to Yada, he went in for, you know, some stuff and got 3 years. And so I entered a dark period, man, the suffering and, you know, people, you know, being down and just not experiencing the same love that I was experiencing when I was up. You know, people came up with a lot of different rumors and a lot of different lies and different things, and it was just a horrible period for like a few years after BJ.
Let's go into detail. What were some of the things that were said about you?
Well, man, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I've heard everything. Like, and the hardest part about it is like I'm a dude that don't really mess with a lot of people. You feel me? Like my circle is very small. Like just probably this many people that I really deal with. So some of the stuff that I would hear would just have me just baffled. Like, man, where did these people come up with this, and how could people be so grudging hearted to slander a person like that? You know, and without them being that the defense. Where it was been times where I used to get on Facebook and go off and stuff like that, and people I used to talk about the haters all the time. People be like, why is he talking about the haters? Why are you talking about the haters? But nobody had an understanding at the time of all of the personal agendas that I had against me from promoters, DJs, and other people that benefited from me being slandered.
From you being down. Okay, we're going to touch on that. But before we go there, I gotta ask you about something.
Right.
Baller Tuesdays. What does that mean to you?
Well, Baller Tuesday basically got formulated because we wanted to bring a new vibe, you know. Everybody around in the 772 was used to the broke ass Tuesdays and the $2 Tuesdays and all this low grade, you know, catering to.
Yeah. So,
you know, me thinking outside of the box said let's come up with something that, you know, brings a little bit more flavor and class to the 772 Fort Pierce area. So we came up with the name Baller Tuesday to cater to, you know, more cleaner, upscale class of people on a Tuesday night.
Yo, what's up? It's the motherfucking mayor, and I'm out here with DippCityFilmz, DJ.
DippCityFilmz, baby. Indeed,
yes, sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DippCityFilmz, you know what I'm saying? Cuts and design by DippCityFilmz. Come check me out. Razor Sharp, everything. I don't even play it. Razor Sharp, anything. You feel me?
Not only does she cut hair, but she also DJs, and she's a beast.
Crank it up.
Do you want to put a handle on anything?
Yeah, I'm
like straight up your Instagram, Twitter,
yes, Facebook. You can follow me at Facebook, DippCityFilmz. Find my cuts, latest cuts there. Anything you need to know about me is there. You can find me right there.
Straight up. And this is straight out of Fort Pierce with the motherfucking mayor. Shout out Platinum Visions. Shout out motherfucking Lights Out Entertainment. Shout out to Dip AT motherfucking M.
Right.
We got some big things coming. Just wait on it. Pluto DaPromoter came about because you said G Wood, the real DippCityFilmz, all that had a lot of baggage. Let's talk about this baggage. What kind of baggage? I know you have, me working with you personally, before I jumped onto the Pluto promo team, a lot of people were telling me to be weary. To be weary before I start to work with you. Why is that? Why is that?
Well, like I said about G Wood and putting G Wood through a lot, I did a tour back in 2008. You feel me? And the tour, it was called the G Wood Radio Tour. And I had it set up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Texas. Like, because I had ended up through an artist I was managing and networking at the time over from Bradenton area named Dynamic. I was able to, he went on tour with Pretty Ricky, so he flew me out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know, I went on the tour with them and linked up with all these connects out there, same with different promoters and different things, radio stations, and I put the tour together. And the tour ended up crashing, to make a long story short. Franchise Boys was on the tour, 8 Ball MJG, Slim from 112, and we was just gonna have a whole host of people, Calico Jones, and the tour ended up getting shut down because we didn't have some, it was a financial issue on the front end that we was working out, and the Franchise Boys, with the Franchise Boys, and they got into it, something had happened in the radio station in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the radio station in which I paid $5,000 to for radio advertisement and to get the venues, shut down both of the venues because they was disappointed with the behavior of the Franchise Boys. So I was just still in Florida getting ready to get on a plane at the time, and when I heard of all of this stuff happening and already knew the rage and was experiencing the rage, I didn't get on the plane. I stayed home, and the publicist of the tour sent out a huge email blast to over 100,000 people in the music industry, slandering my name, telling people that I ran off with $40,000 or $100,000 of artists' money. And that created a wave of slander. When I say a wave, people from the Treasure Coast, people from Atlanta was hitting me up, people from Miami was hitting me up, because this publicist at the time was a huge publicist, and I had paid her to work for me. And she in turn dealt me a very sour blow and spread my name in the media as a con artist. And that's what my competition and the people who already had personal agendas in the marketplace, when I was doing clubs and radio, they all used that as a fuel to form other hate campaigns. They spread it out locally, you know, and it's just one of those things to where nobody hollers when you're successful, but everybody screams when you falls and when you fail.
Okay, so let's talk about when that wave hit the home front, when it hit locally. What was that like for you? How were other people receiving you? And like, what went down to the point where nobody from your hometown is like, everybody is attacking your name? Like, how was that for you? Like,
well, what happened is, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's the real. I represent the 772.
you do.
You feel me? This is my home, but because I came here, you know, 16 years ago, a lot of people are small-minded to where, oh, he ain't even from here. Like, it's like a hater would use anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
They'll reach
to influence people. And that is a big hater card.
Yeah.
Especially for a guy that's not from here to be so successful around here. Why is we letting that happen? Like that type of mentality, let's stop it. So then that's where the majority of the hate come from.
Okay.
I wanna know what it feels like to send a bitch at some cheesecake. Walk your ass into Taylor Creek, nigga.
Turn
It's the
production.
motherfucking